So, hello. This is just a test. I've been having problems with. Sorry, forgive me. I'm trying to load this up onto my other PC. So, I had a big problem with my computer, and it's just got to the point where I just had to reset it. So, a big thank you to Horlicks, who's, in all fairness to him. Hey, Chris Davies, how are you? I'm not planning on being online for too long. I just want to make sure everything's fine. I might go as far as saying it looks better than it was. But anyway, big thank you to Horlicks. In all fairness to the guy, he's been on at me for months saying, you need to do a reset. You need to do a reset. And I think that mainly what it is I've been frightened to do a reset because it's been so long. It's been so long since I've done a reset that I'm scared of it. I'm a software expert in the sense of I'll download software, I'll give it a go, and I'll play with it. This is how I've got good at stuff, just by playing with it. But I never always stay away from Windows, because if you get Windows wrong, that's the platform for your software. If I was playing with, say, OBS and it all went wrong, let's turn some volume up. If you get Windows wrong, that's I said, hey Fleetwood, how are you? So if you play with, say, OBS and you get OBS wrong, you can just uninstall it and then reinstall it and everything's fine. But you get Windows wrong, then obviously that's a bit more final. I'm going to probably delete this so I can say anything I want. Horlicks had very kindly arranged for me to send my PC to him, and he was going to sort it all out. And last night we did a little test using my webcam on my baby computer. And hey Adrian, how are you? So basically everything worked fine on the little computer. It wasn't as good as my main computer, but it worked. So because he needs a weekend and I need to deliver this, I need to send this by 11 o'clock. The plan was for me to go down to the collection shop early morning, like 6 a.m. and send it to him tomorrow so that he can get it for Friday, and then he'll send it back Monday and I'll get it Tuesday, which means no weekend without a computer, which means this weekend was the best time to do it because I've only got one day off at the weekend. Next weekend I've got 3 days off because of the bank holiday. The following weekend I'm on holiday. So basically, yeah, so we need to get it all done. So I said to him this morning, I said, look, shit or bust, we know I can still broadcast if this computer completely fails. So how about I do a reset? And if it all goes wrong, you're going to bail me out. And he's basically said yes. So I've done a reset. Now, I am without a lot of software that I have installed, obviously. But the main one is Microsoft Office, which I have just installed, I think. Tell you what, let's go advanced. Let's do screen share. So here's my screen. Now, I've just installed Chrome. And I'm going to see if I can I've just installed Office. But the main thing was this program here used to crash. It used to say something about overflow stack. And here it is. Not only does that open, you can see I've already installed Power Director. So that is my video making capabilities up and running. Let me just check I've still got sound. I've already installed Lovely. Power Director. I'm going to keep this volume low because I want to hear myself in the background. So let's check Microsoft Office, because I've had to install that again. Microsoft Office tools. Okay. Will that be under Office? Oh, there you go, Outlook. So if I move that to there, and I didn't realize they put them all together. So these are the programs I use most of the time. I'm giving away my secrets now. Oh, I don't know what that is. Can I cancel that? Office. Right. So let's open up a file that I made ages ago. This PC, I think the file I want is on the D drive backup. YouTube schedule, there it is. So, right, so this is a diary I make. This is all my YouTube schedules. It's all color coded. Red means it's today. Green means it's been uploaded to YouTube. Yellow means it's been made but not uploaded. Blue is a live show, and all these oranges are my days off. This one is a list of date order of all my videos. So you can see there on the 8th of October, Hermione 29 is due out. This is a code 123. If I've made it, let's look at this one. Hermione is a code 1. Code 1 means I've got it, but I haven't touched it yet. If we go all the way down, I'm just talking about any old crap here because I just want to keep talking. 0 means I've not received it. Let's have a look at this, right? So let's find Land Rover 1, right? That's a code 0. It means I haven't got it. As soon as I receive it, I change the code to 1. And you see there that lights up green. And both of them go green. I can now show you the different color codes. Now I've explained code 1. So code 1, Hermione, right? If it's green, it means it's got more than 30 days till it's due for release. Yellow means it's due for release between 14 and 30 days. And red means it's due for release within 14 days. Oh, yeah, Fleetwood, I heard about this big update. I hope it's not going to screw my computer up. So once I've made the video, I change it to code 2. And then you'll see this first column disappears. This column is telling me how long I've got to make it. So you see because I've code 2 means I've made it, it disappears. Once I've uploaded it to YouTube, I then change it to code 3 and you see the second column disappears. And then all I have to do at any given time is just sort this from smallest to largest, and it pulls up a list of all my videos. So it's really crap and boring, but it's it just kind of keeps me up to date with stuff. Outlook I'm not going to open because obviously I've got to set the account up, and if I do set it up, it's then going to pull all my emails in. But so far everything seems to be working brilliantly. And I'll show you my football team. I play a game called Pitchside Manager, and my second, let's look at my main team. This is my main team that's been going for ages. This is Vitesse Arnhem. We've just started a new season, and what I've just done is let's have a look at history. Yeah, I keep finishing fourth. Fourth is good enough to qualify for the Euros, but I've got myself a nice little self-sufficient team. So they're not the best team, but they really are. I've been building up the youths, and in actual fact, my youth team hasn't lost a game in like 4 seasons. But I've just set up this new team. Most people who know me know I'm a Wycombe fan, and I'll show you. That's when I took the team over, season 78, League 5B, and I came 4th and won the playoffs. Next season, I went to League 4 and finished 2nd, then League 3 2nd, and I couldn't quite hold it in League 2, and I've just been relegated. But we've just started the season. I just had a massive win against QPR there. I beat them 2-0, as you can see. So that lifted me from 4th to 2nd. I'll tell you a little bit of cheating that's not really cheating. I have a very good friend in this game, and he's loaned me a play. He'll often loan me players. Who's this one from? Oh, this is another player. Ignore that. So what he does, this player actually belongs to my friend. I mean, this is totally above board, but he's. I mean, this guy. This is a completely legit thing. As you play players, you build their experience, and their value is based on their experience. You see there, he's only worth 5.6 million. What it is he's actually worth 61% of his full value. So what you do is you loan them out to lesser teams. And then I play him. I mean, this guy's brilliant. He really works well for me. Like, he scored 13 goals in 31 games, which for a team that's relegated isn't bad. You know, if you're a team that's relegated, you're not going to be winning many games, scoring many goals. But he gets the experience. But what he does is, rather than puts him on the proper market, you see, this is a list of players who are available for loan. Rather than putting them straight on the market for anyone to borrow, we set up a little deal. So I get the player, he gets to loan him out. And then we always discuss before the end of the season any players I might be interested in. He might tell me about use coming up. So, guys, I have been streaming now for 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I think it's, yeah, it is like FIFA, and you go up against other, you know, well, it's any team in yellow there is a computer player. Anyone in, why is, there we go. Sorry, my speakers are on the blink. Any team that's green, they're computer controlled. So, but usually you find that it's a bit easy to beat the computer teams. But by the time you get to Division 1, you see like they're all bar one manager controlled. And there's different worlds as well. That's why I've got 2 teams. This is a bit more established. So, but yeah, it's basically you just play against each other, and you know, it's a case of, are you in it for the long haul or the short haul? You see how long I've been in control with this. It's season 49. I've been in control since season 15, and every season lasts 30 days. You play there's 2 game days per day. Each day lasts 12 hours. And I don't invest any money in it, so I don't do as well as I could. Usually find to be the absolute best. You either have to be on it 24/7 trading, or you have to invest your own money and buy players that way. So let's go back to me, shall we? Because I'm sure that's what you're here for, isn't it? Oh, I might have just shut something down. There we go. So I don't really know what to say now, because I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. What do you guys think of the quality? As you're watching, you usually watch the Root Master show. Does the quality look better or the same? On my monitor, it looks a lot crisper. So I think the resets definitely work. Got my printer on the go now. I'm starting to print again. And I'll show you. This is brilliant. You're going to love this. You won't see this for a few weeks, but this is my R2-D2 updates. I've been working on the leg. The video that I've released this week has said something about, I can't remember exactly where I'm up to. Did anyone watch the R2? Was I working on the dome, or was I starting work on the legs? Oh, I started work on the legs. And what I've done is I've glued some magnets into there. So what I've done is I've done some more work on it. I've stuck the pieces. This horseshoe is actually 6 pieces. You can see there that there's 3 pieces, and then there's 3 pieces on the back. I've now stuck them together, and I put magnets in the back. I haven't filed down the glue yet, but I've also glued 3D pen these together. You can see the seam marks. But this creates, you've got an access panel here. And watch this. This is, so I just dropped my tobacco tin. Bear with me a sec. So what you've got is you've got an access panel there, but there you go. It gets covered up by this panel. So, and I think that's pretty clever. These files are simplistic genius. Now I know you guys are dying for a bit of color, aren't you? So this is a future part, and this is going to work in the same way. There'll be two magnets in there, and that will go on something like that. And then you've got the greebles going in there and in there, and then you've got some bits going on the ankle. So that's R2's leg. So you ain't seen this, right? And yeah, so that's it, guys. I think it's fair to say that this is working now, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not back at work for another hour. So I might make a little video with Power Director to make sure it works. So, right, I've got enough on here for tonight then. So, sorry. So yeah, so I'm gonna see what. Yeah, is the answer. That's why I'm friends with you guys, you see. So, right, how's the sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, right, yeah, okay, I think everything's working. Thanks. Bloody hell, there's 6 people watching. That's amazing. For a test, not seen nothing. See, that is why I'm friends with you guys. Oh, brilliant. So, Street Hawk, it is fair to say then that resetting is better than it was before. Because, you know, obviously when... hang on. I've just had Horlick sent me a message saying quicker or slow or still slow. Listen, right, I've only ever streamed with the computer in the old state. And so I don't know its full... Obviously, if I'd have been streaming on the computer when it was brand new, I'd know what it was like. Brilliant. So, yeah, so I think the only thing here then is to thank Horlicks because, like I say, hang on, I'll just send him a message. It's awesome. Test stream. Sorry, I think it's very rude to send a message while I'm streaming, but it was Horlicks who sent me a message saying, how is it? So, right, yeah, so to say what I said before, Horlicks, in all fairness, he has been on at me for months to get this Windows reset. And I've just been too scared to. And also it's a case of when do I do it? And basically what we've established is that I'll send it to him. But I can't send it to him before Thursday. Can't send it to him till after Wednesday night because of the stream on Wednesday nights. Oh, that's brilliant. That is fantastic. So that's interesting because I'm going to mention someone that I shouldn't really be talking about, but I'm not slagging him off. I noticed that Mike has started live streaming with a webcam because of the new rules about not using a mobile phone, and I noticed his quality's not excellent, not perfect. And I noticed he was saying about settings, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking settings help, but I don't think the settings are be all and end all. And it's funny that you saying Street Hawk quality is good, it's almost HD looking. I've been talking to Horlicks. I'm very new to Power Director. I used to use Wondershare, and Wondershare stopped working. That's where all my panic has come from. So I've downloaded Power Director. Power Director is so much better than Wondershare. but I didn't know how to use it. So I've been using it at a basic level, and I'm starting to learn. And one of the things that we were looking at was exporting a video in 720 or 114, whatever it is, DPI HD quality. And some of my videos are coming out at 360, some are coming out at 720. And I wondered if it was, we tried all different settings, and I wondered if it was the hardware. So I'm guessing what's happened is this computer here that I'm looking into right now is a good computer. The one that I'm using, what I call my baby computer, it's actually a more appropriate term for it is what I call a granny computer. It's that's it, 1080 DP or whatever it is. I call it a granny computer because it's ideal for sending emails, looking at basic web pages, having a Skype conversation. If you emigrated to Australia but you wanted to keep in touch with Granny, but Granny hasn't got a clue how to use a computer, this is absolutely perfect for her. So it's been doing my videos, but it's been quite painful, whereas this is the main computer. And the guy, a friend of mine who sold it to me, was absolutely spot on. When I buy a brand new computer, I like to buy a computer that's 3 or 4 years ahead of the standard spec, of the entry level spec. Then that way it's going to last me a little bit longer. And from what I gathered from what Horlicks said the other day, this, even though this computer is 3 years old, it is about entry level now. So yeah, look, I'm going to waffle on no more. Oh, do you know what, Chris? If I'd known you were a whiz kid, because obviously I come and see you every so often, and I could come and see you. I just had a thought, actually. Sorry, I'm listening, right? But yeah, no, I didn't know you were excellent with computers, so I'll bear that in mind. Because obviously it's easier for me to hop down on a train and see you than it is to send it to Horlicks. Nothing against Horlicks, but obviously interim things. Anyway, right, I'm waffling. So show tonight is going to go as per normal. I thought I'd messed up. I'm really useless at, I like when I have a guest come on, I like to sort of message them a few days beforehand. Is it still okay? And blah, blah, blah. And I just got so wrapped up in various problems. I had a lot of work problems over the week, or just before the weekend. I won't go into that too much, but and I just completely forgot to ask Dave Say. So I said this morning, to him, I said, I'm really sorry. Is it still all right? And he went, yeah, no problem. So Dave Say is definitely coming on to this tonight. And we all love Dave Say. Yeah, he'll be on tonight, and hopefully we'll have him on in 2 weeks. I've got all the parts for the issue. These actually come from my subscription. What I do is I get the subscription copies ready, and then I build from the magazines. Well, I scan them all in now, and then I put them away in my shelf, and then Dave Say is a legend, I think you meant. Yeah, he is an absolute legend. Listen, what Dave Say doesn't know about buses probably isn't worth knowing. And the other saying I think fits in perfectly. Dave Say probably has forgotten more about buses than we know. So, but yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to go and have a little play, carry on playing with my Windows. Got to set Microsoft Outlook up. I love Google Mail. It's so convenient for me, but I hate web-based mail. So I set up Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, to collect my Gmail. I really do hate. It's very convenient because look, I can access my email on the phone. But as I read email on the phone, and if I have to reply before I get home, I'll write a short reply. But I do like the old-fashioned, here's an email program. So that desperately needs installing, setting up. And yeah, I'm very happy because my computer works again. And I finish work at 7 o'clock. Well, just gone 7. So I've got plenty of time to come home, have me pot noodle, have me cup of drink, and then be ready for the show. I might be able to get 2 coffees in before the show. So yeah, that's me very, very happy. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to disappear. Thank you very much for watching. I will delete this stream a little bit later, probably tomorrow. I can't believe I've been on for nearly half an hour. But yeah, I'm happy now. Isn't it funny? You rely so much on a computer and you don't realize how much you rely. You know, it's like your phone. You know, oh, I can live without my phone. I can live without my computer. And then it's taken away from you and you're like, got no phone. So thank you, Street Hawk, as well for the feedback. How are you getting on, Chris, with the webcam? How are you getting on finding another one? Because now I've started printing again. I'm like, I go to look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't work. I ain't got the webcam. So, but yeah, it's also I noticed you didn't stream on Monday, Chris, which is I know it was bank holiday, but you normally stream on a Monday night, don't you? Or you getting a mic? I think these webcams are fantastic. I can't tell. I think this is the 930 and the one that you're watching me on is the 920 because I use the better cam for the parts. That'll be interesting. I have a lot of trouble with the focus and the sharpness. And Street Hawk is, I tell you what, let's have a play, because if this is a lot better than it was before. Is that working? Oh, my camera's not working. And now I've lost both cameras. Guys, we seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. Right. Sorry about this, guys. So it looks like my test isn't 100% successful. Plug this. Sorry, sometimes I'll just change the plugs over. All right. I'm still with you. Oh, yeah, I know what I have to do. I have to do this. Still with you. Oh, yeah, I know what I have to do. Okay, guys, I've lost my camera. Sorry about this. I don't understand where that's gone because I had it a little while ago. See if my integrated camera's still working. Oh dear. I've got no sound either by the sounds of it. That's interesting. Right, guys, bear with me one sec. I'm just gonna play a YouTube video. I just want to see if I've lost sound. Yeah, I've definitely got sound. Right, okay. So my speakers are working. Why have I not got camera? I've just been broadcasting with that. Right, let's disconnect that. It's working. Right, okay. So my front camera's working. I can see what's happened. I've got like a 7-port USB hub that's plugged into another USB hub. But then again, have I got sound, guys? Have I got sound? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have got sound. I can hear it. Right, so there's my front camera back. And this should be my front camera. Lovely. Right, so let's pretend, let's find something with some small detail. And this should be my front camera. Lovely. Right, so let's pretend, let's find something with some small detail. Do you know, I think that's an improvement. No, it's not. Is that a fixed focus? That actually, that's all right, isn't it? I think that is definitely better. Right, okay, my audio is ahead of me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how that is. Yeah, I think with the autofocus. Oh, it's probably an echo because I've got that might be better. So can you hear me? Shouldn't be able to hear me more than once. Yeah, you must be hearing. Yeah, that's better. It's because I've got the speakers on. Let me show you. On my baby computer, as I call it, you can see that I'm on there now. So if I do, where are we? Right, so yeah, there's me waving at the camera. Anyway, yes, I can't figure it out. You know, when you're looking through mirrors and things, that's pretty much what it's like. So I've got the speakers. So yeah, I'm all in time. So that's brilliant. I mean, obviously, if you can't see my face, it doesn't matter so much. That's great. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's not too bad to autofocus. So if I'm dealing with small, let's have a figure here. Let's see if yeah, there's too much to fix. You got to remember what there is to focus on as well. So if you do that, it's trying to focus on all the keys on the keyboard while you try and keep your background plain. But yeah, it's struggling really close up. But yeah, no, that's all right. So I think it's going to be good enough for tonight's show. This is much more highly detailed than the parts. In fact, I'll tell you what will be a really good test. Let's have a look at the parts from the other week. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? I mean, obviously, if we'll still do the fixed focus, and that light is so strong as well. So let's see what we can get out of that. Oh God, yeah, that's better than it was, wasn't it? Oh wow. If I remember rightly, when we did this on the show, we couldn't read the writing here, but we couldn't read that either. And I can read that, Shepherd's Bush and Liverpool Street. So yeah, that's really good. How I managed to fix my R2 head? No, I haven't even looked at it at the moment. The reason I haven't looked at it is because I've spent so much time looking and trying to deal with that head that I was about 10, 12 weeks ahead on the R2 videos. And I didn't make any progress. I was trying to sort the head out and I was trying to sort other things out. And the next thing I knew, I'm like 1, 2 weeks ahead. So I'm like, right, I'm in danger here of not having enough videos to produce and have the constant content. So I've actually got no more videos uploaded for R2. In the last week, I've made 3 videos, which I've got to get those videos out because I had a situation with my boat where it took 9 days to make one weekly update. Now, if it's going to take me 9 days every week, you can see the math isn't going to come in. So I really need to be chucking some videos out. This is why I've started working on the leg. Then I can chuck a load of videos out, just sort of do an hour or two's update. Things that produce quite a lot of work, quite productive for the amount of work that goes into it. So that then if I get to a point where it's going to take me 2 weeks just to make one video, that's absolutely fine. Because if I've got like 15 videos in front and I slip and that takes me a lot longer, then now I've only got 14, but then I'll reach another point where I might get myself ahead. So yeah, I've not really had a chance. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see him there, and I might have a little bash. I'm on holiday from the 12th of May. In fact, I might even be on holiday from the 11th of May if I decide not to work the Saturday. So that'll give me a lot more time to focus on it. 7 days off. What I think I'll do is on the Saturday and the Sunday, well, I'm going away for a couple of days. So what I'll do is I'll have one day where I'll do nothing but R2. And then I'll have another day where I'll do nothing but the ship. And then I'll have another day where I do nothing but the Flying Scotsman. Don't know where we are with the Land Rover. Oh, the audio's ahead again, is it? Okay. Might be my computer getting a bit tired. I don't know. But actually, this is a really good test, isn't it? So fair enough. So is it, but you say the audio is ahead of me. Is it still an improvement over before, or was the audio not ever ahead of me? Because I just, obviously, the only time I go live is on a Wednesday, and I just waffle away and I don't really notice what's going on. So I don't really know if it's better, but I'm looking at the picture quality. But yeah, so yeah, was I Land Rover? The latest I've heard is that still on hold because they haven't got the stock. I've got an idea of something to fill the time in, but I'm really not sure. I'm quite enjoying not having to do the videos. Flying Scotsman, I'm finding some of those videos. So officially, you don't know anything about the Flying Scotsman because I haven't officially released any videos yet. So unofficially, there's a video officially coming out tomorrow, which will tell you what's coming on my channel. But obviously, I'm preparing the videos, and like all part works, sometimes you get an easy issue. I think I've got one video. It's about 10 minutes long because that's all the work that he's doing. The one that I'm about to start work on, the one that I'm going to be doing in about another 5 issues time. Right. Okay. So that might be a case of settings on the program. I don't know. Maybe the quality is turned up too high. Let me have a look. Right, I'm on a quality of 720, which is good. So maybe if I turn, see, one of the things I used to do, I can't remember where to find it, but you've got a settings in Windows where you can go for speed, quality, or balanced, and I normally go for balance. No, I normally go for speed so that it runs properly. So I don't know. So let me have a little play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm over pronunciating so I can see my lips. Let me have a little play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it looks all right on mine. Oh, I haven't changed the settings since coming on air. So I don't know, because I'm looking on my baby computer or my granny computer, the words are coming out with my lip movements. That's why I'm over pronunciating my words, so I can look at my lips and listen for the sound. So I don't know. Well, look, we'll get a bigger viewing audience tonight. So what I'll do is I'll ask the audience to make any comments on. So I just got to check my diary. I've got a habit of That was lucky. Right. I am very lucky. I got a habit of looking at what time I start and looking at what time I start, tried to remember it, run the time over and over in my head, and I kind of play Chinese whispers with myself, and I end up late. So, for example, one day I was working, say, 4:45, and I ran it now over and over, and it became 4:45. And thankfully, I went into work an hour early, but I thought I had an hour. And then I just sat down in the canteen. Manager comes running through. Where the hell are you? And I'm like, I don't start for another hour. And for some reason, I thought I was starting back at 4, but I'm actually starting back at 3. But I'm actually not going back to work. I've got to go to the office because I had thrown on me this morning union business. So I'm going to have to run, guys, because I like to be at least half an hour early. So I need to leave now, and I haven't even got my boots. In fact, I'm going to put my boots on now. So yeah, I need to start work at 3 o'clock. I don't know why I thought I was starting at 4. Mind you, saying that, I wasn't planning on streaming for nearly 3/4 of an hour. So right. Okay, guys, so I am streaming tonight. Thank you very much for taking part in this little test. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to hit the stop button. Oh, it's getting hot in here from the 3D printer, plus the excitement of my computer working properly. So yeah, I shall have sleepless nights every night while I'm making videos. Oh, it's going to be so good. At the moment, what I've been doing is recording on this computer using OBS, moving that file onto an SD card, putting that SD card in the other computer, and then making the video on the other computer slowly, then putting that finished video back onto the SD card, moving it back over to this PC, and then uploading from this PC. What I'll be able to do now is open up Power Director, record directly into Power Director because this is a better computer, save it, upload it, bang, job's a good one. So yeah, you can see how happy I am. Right, guys, so I am going in about 10 seconds. You guys take care. Thank you very much for the feedback. Thank you, Street Hawk. I really do appreciate everything you've done there. I appreciate it's not perfect. I'm not after perfect on the first attempt, but I am after better, and I think we've got better than it was in the first place, which is always good. Right, guys, so I am going in 3, 2, 1. Take care, guys.